Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your Aquarius and full moon reading. So let's get started. We have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Three of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, and the Magician. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Oh my God. Ooh, okay, we're gonna unpack this right now. We're gonna, oh my God. So I feel like I should begin with, okay. Okay. Now, aren't we the little ball of emotionalness? Wow. So, okay. Let's begin. King of Wands. You are so full of passion right now. So full of passion. And, you know, it's interesting to see there's nothing bad here. Nothing bad. Usually cards are not bad. I just say there's nothing bad because my hesitation in, there's a lot of overwhelm and it's really like feeding through. It's kind of like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even know where to begin. And I feel like that's what this whole vibe is, like that super overwhelming feeling. There's a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, a lot of things that need to be said and have not been said, a lot of feelings, a lot of self-work. And you know what, it's all good. It's all good. Every moment's a learning experience. Okay, so starting with the King of Wands, lots of passion. You are in your passionate era right now. This moment, this full moon is all about the passion. Lots of fire energy, lots of passionate work. And Wand is the element of fire. It's a very strong energy. Every single card has an energy. Every element is an energy. But the element of fire is the energy of transmuting. It takes in oxygen. It takes in from the earth and it transmutes into air. So especially right now that we're in Aquarius, it's a very Aquarius is an air sign, but it works a lot with water. Aquarius is the water bearer. So it makes a lot of sense why there's so much cup energy here, which is water, as a lot of emotion coming out of Cancer season, going into Leo season, which is from water to fire before we go back into earth. There's a lot of transmutation. There's a lot of development that's been going on, a lot of taking things and making them into something new. There's a lot of creative energy right now. And it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna paint a picture. Like, no, it's a lot of, when I say create, is you, especially now that we're working on manifestation, taking everything that you have, all these resources, and using them, using that energy to change them inside of yourself and make them into something new. So that's why there's so much emotion here. So we go into the Queen of Pentacles, right? A sovereignty, and we have the Queen of Cups. So not only are you securing your resources, you're securing your bag, but you're also securing emotional wellness. Now, why is this? Because you're trying to maximize and level up who you are. You're trying to become the ultimate sovereign of your life, which is understandable. Now we go with the Three of Cups. Celebration. It's time to, you've worked really, really hard. And that's not saying like, okay, now drop everything and party. But no, it's as you continue working towards transmuting and manifesting and making this life you're trying to create a reality, you're putting in that work. Celebrate your little wins. Every single day that you're able to open your eyes is a new opportunity for a new day, new decisions, new choices, and a new way of thinking. So celebrate your little wins. You've earned it on this journey to reach this point. Now, as we move forward, we have the Ace of Wands. Now it's time for new passions. Now, we're reaching, we're going to be reaching the end of the summer soon. We're in the middle of it. We're in the thick of it. So now is the time to start creating new things. If you've been manifesting, and this isn't just like, hey, drop all your projects. No, 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 no. What it's trying to say is if you've been manifesting the same thing over and over and over, now's the time to stop and start to manifest something new. Set your intentions to something new. Remember, if you have a lack mindset and black mentality, which is like, okay, it hasn't happened yet, so I'm going to keep asking for it. The universe is going to think what it's given you isn't enough and you're not grateful. You need to practice gratitude. It's a really, that's why like Three of Cups is here too. Celebrate your small wins. Be grateful for what you have. If it's not everything you want just yet, look at all the little steps it's taking you to get here. Be grateful for every little step. Don't be selfish. Be grateful. Don't be ungrateful. The universe doesn't like ungrateful attitude, because the universe is so abundant. It is more than willing to give. But just like we get tired of giving without any reciprocation of like, thank you, so does the universe. So stop asking for the same thing over and over. Start asking for something new, or ask for another level up. Okay, I'm waiting for this level to happen. So as I wait for it to happen, I'm going to start leveling up a little bit more. I'm going to start manifesting the next level above that. Start to change that as you give your thanks. Now, we move on with the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups has a lot to do with reminiscing. There's nothing wrong with reminiscing. Don't stay in the past too long though, because then it hinders you from moving forward. And that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to move forward. We're trying to ascertain everything that we've been manifesting, we've been working so hard for. And the thing is that we need to start, and as you appreciate what is taking you to get here, who's helped you along the way, it's good to look back and be like, man, I've made some dumb choices, but you know what? I wouldn't have learned what I learned if I didn't. But don't stay there too long. Now, when you stay, just don't. That's it. Punto. That's it. Period. Don't stay there. That's all the message you need from this. It's okay to look back and be like, man, I've come a long way, but don't stay there too long. Now, the Magician. The Magician is, of course, manifestation, setting those intentions and making them, creating them, transforming them, transmuting them into what they need to be. Now is that time. It's going to happen. And you will be reaching your Nine of Cups. All this abundance is coming to you. And it's going to be a lot of emotional downloads. So yes, abundance is like a lot of celebration, a lot of good things, but a lot of these things also come with a lot of emotions. When good things happen to us, yes, initially you want to celebrate, but then we go through what's called imposter syndrome. Now, imposter syndrome is when you feel like you haven't deserved it or it doesn't feel real to you and you're waiting for it to be snatched up. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that right now. Stop it. Because that is a type of negative energy that winds up making it go away. That's what you're not working towards. You're working towards something completely different. If you're going to reach that next level, don't backpedal. Don't go back into the past. I'm not saying maintain a toxic level of positivity of just like, oh my, good things can happen. No. Think about the things in the past. And yes, once you assess that, you know what, I'm not enjoying it to the fullest, there has to be a reason. I'm so used to things not going my way that I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's okay to acknowledge that you have that fear of the past. However, right now is the time when we actually practice that transmutation and how we change that mindset. It is like flipping a switch. It's not that easy, but you have to put it into practice. You have to do it. You have to force yourself to do it. It's not easy. It is a practice. Practice makes perfect. The more that you think about, the moment you catch yourself, you'll be like, no, not anymore. It's not going to be like that. There is no other shoe to drop. I'm happy or barefoot, whatever you want to say. Use that moment to catch yourself and change your way of thinking. Force yourself to change it. And the Knight of Cups. It's not an easy practice. It takes time to master it. It's not easy. It's not easy. It takes a lot of work. And I'm telling you from experience, it's not easy. And sometimes we relapse and we have those moments of like wallowing in self-pity and wallowing in like the fear of the past. And sometimes it feels like but that's why it's like, whenever it comes back and you're like, hey, you know what? I haven't been thinking like this in a really long time. Why is it happening again? Because it's a test. Have you really, really put into work, or have you let yourself get a little lazy? But once we catch ourselves, we start lifting the magical mental weights and we put ourselves back where we need to be. So it takes us back to like, hey, practice makes perfect. A knight is not the perfect warrior. It takes training, and the training doesn't stop. It's a continuous type of training to become the King of Swords, the cutting out of that bullshit. The king cuts out the bullshit like it's nobody's business. They say things with intention. They say things not to play around. They don't cut wounds deep unless they absolutely have to. They cut away what needs to be cut away in order for the betterment and preservation of good and well-being. With that being said, even though the king is here, the king of no bullshit, the sovereign of no bullshit, cut that shit out, you're learning new shit to cut out. That goes hand in hand with the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords. There's new things to overcome, and that's okay. You're gonna be ready because you're gonna put that shit into practice. You're gonna keep yourself in training. You're gonna keep training yourself in order to overcome that, and you will, and it'll be okay. It will be okay. Threads of Fate. Mighty Fates. What lesson do you have for watchers during this full moon? What do we have here? We have Reclaim. Reclaim. Let's see what Reclaim has in store. Reclaim. You were born as a perfect, imperfect human with gifts, talents, medicine, wisdom, and knowing. Growing up in a culture that does not nurture these gifts creates misalignment with our highest truth. Reclamation can be a lifetime process, as it is continually awakening to ancient medicine we knew in other lifetimes and soul wisdom. There is no rule book or map for this journey. This card calls your attention to what stirs deep inside your soul memory. We are often drawn to places, people, experiences, music, etc. that we know on a cellular level, but our logical mind may not understand why. This card asks you to follow your intuition, trust that desire, and follow it. Reclaim your knowing, your power, your medicine, and your healing. Enjoy the mystery and stories that are unfolding. I mean, a lot of magic going on here. Animal spirit guides, what messages do you have for the watcher at this time? What messages do you have for our watchers at this time? Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. This is one of the ones I have yet to pull. The koi fish, who grows big within a small pond, reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of the koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention. No matter, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity. So begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to consciousness and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world in your little pond. There is much you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are, for koi fish spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. I don't make this shit up. It's all live, people. Oops, I jumped ahead. Sorry, I was gloating for a second. So, are you feeling a sense of scarcity? Afraid you will not have enough and not be enough to meet the challenges you face? Whatever your outer conditions, they are temporary and reflecting what is set forth in the past. Koi fish spirit is your ally in changing those conditions by transforming your inner beliefs about scarcity and plenty. Perhaps you have suffered a loss or are afraid you soon will. Or you have been scraping by and feeling there are simply no opportunities available for you to better your circumstances. Koi fish spirit asks you to find prosperity within you by connecting to spirit through spiritual practices. Spirit wants to remind you that you are in your natural state, that your natural state is one of abundance. Remember all that you have to offer so that you can regenerate your own opportunities, love, relationships, and even more. Even if you feel you have little to give right now, find it within you to give to someone else, even if it is just a few encouraging words, a smile, or a helping hand. Your action will remind you that you have more than it appears, more gifts, more strength, more wisdom, more abundance. As you give to others, your own sense of prosperity grows and your outer conditions begin to shift in an alchemical reaction. Prosperity and love are yours to receive, experience, and enjoy. Believe it. What is being attracted to our watchers during this time? My friends, I don't make this shit up. Reclaim your abilities. It is there. So, what is being attracted to you at this time? Challenge. Challenge. And I don't want you to come at me with the like, I thought you said. No, I didn't say it was going to be easy. I said it's something that you have to work on. You need to work on this challenge you're facing right now of being able to switch that mindset. So, delay or detour, beneficial. Revise, rethink, follow signs, guidance, test before leveling up. This is a test on how you can switch that mindset. You can do it. I believe in you. The universe believes in you. Your higher power believes in you. Whatever. You can do it. There's always enough, and you can reclaim your power for your own. So I sincerely hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time.